Back at you with another one. First and foremost, Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and I hope you're having a great day with your friends and family. I do apologise in advance for bringing up Arsenal and ruining everyone's day by speaking about the preview game up against Chelsea. But it needs to be done, and it's another tough game, another game against the big six, but it is at the Emirates Stadium. So we're currently sat 15th, and Chelsea are sat 5th. And many of us might believe we're too big to go down, but the table doesn't lie. If Burnley and Brighton win and we lose against Chelsea, that puts us in 17th position. And we're very, very close, flirting with that relegation spot. So I won't rule out that we're too big to be relegated. And I think if the fans haven't woken up, I sure as hell hope the board have woken up to it. Because we can't continue playing like this. We can't continue to pick up results as we've been doing so far. So they need to make a change. Arteta's not the man. Edu's not the man. Vinay doesn't know what he's doing. The whole lot of them, just scrap it up, restart again. We generally have the weakest spine structure in any boardroom, in any team. Honestly, I think so. You look at Vinay, not a footballing man. You look at Edu, who's got no experience in his role. He was working at the Brazilian international setup capacity prior to joining Arsenal, so he's got no club football level experience. And you've got Arteta, who was an assistant for Pep, and within a few months he's gone from first team coach at Arsenal to a manager, and that just tells you everything you need to know about our structure and how people who are operating from the top are just clueless. How are you awarding Mikel Arteta a promotion after, a few months and an FA Cup? It's like, come on. Let's stop being rash. Let's just, wait and award players accordingly after a sustained period of time. Not just immediately. We seem to do that quite often. We do it all the time with player contracts. And now we're in a mess with our situation. But anyways, going on to the game. I'm not too optimistic, and I have been saying that we're going to get smashed by Chelsea on Boxing Day, and I think this is going to be the game that's going to definitely wake up a lot of people, and it should hopefully wake up the board, because as I said, it's not just our game that's going to make the situation worse or highlight the current situation, because as I've mentioned, if the other two teams below us win, then that's them progressing ahead of us. And that's put us further down to the relegation zone. So, anyways, in terms of the predicted lineup that I reckon Mikel Arteta is going to go with, I think he'll still deploy the sort of 5 at the back. And if I was him, I would definitely do that, just because we look too exposed when we do go 4 at the back. And we've even looked exposed in that style against, let's say, without any disrespect, to lesser oppositions. So we can't really be open against a team like Chelsea who are scoring freely. So in terms of the lineup, I reckon we're going to have Bernd Leno for obvious reasons, especially after Ronnison's calamitous night the other night. I just can't really see him being trusted. And honestly speaking, I do feel sorry for, I was about to say the kid. He's not a kid, he's 25 years of age. But as poor as he is, we shouldn't be going out there and be sending personal attacks to him on his social media platforms. I don't agree with that. I think, likewise, I can come here and I criticize many players, but I don't think you should ever take the criticism to their doorstep. That's a bit harsh, That's stepping out beyond the line. So I don't agree with that, and at the same time, I just think as if the board and Arteta threw him under the bus. He should not have been purchased by us. I honestly do not see how he's better than Matt Macy. Why did we purchase him? Let's be honest, it was just a cheap plug a hole in the gap, and that's all it was. Okay, Martin is gone. Let's go out there and let's just put someone in, fix that gap, and let's just deploy someone who can, within our finances, and which was 1.5 million, and that's what you get really. So, but Leno will play, and honestly speaking, after that performance by Runnison, I think Leno might actually just play full time going forward. I can't in the Europa League, in the other cup games. That's just my personal opinion. In terms of the three centre-backs, I think we're going to continue playing the likes of Rob Holding, Gabriel and David Luiz. Gabriel has looked very shaky lately, and I've always maintained it's because of the personnel around him. He does need excellence for him to look better, and I think usually when he's with David Luiz, he looks pretty decent. But with Rob Holding, I'm not the biggest fan of that combination. But in terms of all three of them, do I think it's enough to keep a clean sheet? No. But what can you do when he refuses to play Pablo Mari and he purchased Pablo Mari? And what can you do when he refuses to play Saliba? And we're going to go with that three centre-backs. In terms of the wing-backs, I think we're going to go with Ainsley and Saka. I really, really, really hope he does select Ainsley over Bellerina. And if he does select Bellerina, then good luck. Then good luck, Arteta, because you might actually be sacked before the New Year's. That guy will get raped by Pulisic or whoever's on his side, or ZH. So those are my wing-backs, Saka and Ainsley. In terms of the two midfield, guys, I know he's back, and I know he's guaranteed a start. Yes, I'm talking about Granit. Yep, Granit. And I'm not talking about the Rock. He might as well be a rock, because that's all he is. He's a statue. He doesn't move. Granit Xhaka. Yeah? He's going to play, and I know he's going to play, and he's going to be exposed. The likes of Kovacic, Kante for midfield areas are just going to be, too athletic for him to keep up. He's just going to, he's going to be a spectator, mate. And let's just enjoy it whilst we can. Yeah? Let's enjoy the first 2-3 minutes when it's at 0-0, because once they score, it's going to be a free-for-all. And I reckon Chelsea are going to absolutely hammer us. And the midfield duo, I think he's going to play is, as I said, Granit Xhaka, and the second player is Mohamed Elneny. And I think in Arteta's mind, he's going to see these two players as being quite defensive, and they could perhaps maybe concede or protect the defense line. But then do we really need 3 at the back and then 2 DMs? And then we wonder why we're not creating enough chances. But I truly believe that's the lineup and setup Arteta will go with. And in terms of the 3 attackers, I think we're going to see Aubameyang come back. And I reckon he will play. And I reckon we're going to see Willian on the right-hand side. And we're going to see Martinelli on the left-hand side and Oba through the middle. That's what I reckon. If Oba's not playing, then honestly speaking, I can see Mikel Arteta selecting Eddie Nketiah ahead of Alexander Lacazette. So that's my lineup. I know I sort of spoke in between, but let me just clarify it. It's Bernd Leno in goal. We've got the 3 centre-backs as Rob Holding, Gabriel, David Luiz. The left wing-back has Bukayo Saka. Right wing-back has Ainsley Maitland-Niles. And the 2 midfielders, we've got Granit, the Rock, and we've got Mohamed Elneny. And in terms of the 3 strikers, we've got Martinelli on the left-hand side. And that is on a caveat that he is fit. And he has mentioned he's fit already. So I'm assuming the medics will assess him before the game tomorrow. And if he's fine, Martinelli will start. And I reckon Willian on the right-hand side and Oba through the middle if he is also deemed to be fit. And I have spoken a few times and I have mentioned that we're going to get smashed. And I'm still believing that. And I'm going to go with a scoreline of 4-1. 4-1 to Chelsea. And I think that's when we're going to see the critics and everyone speak out. But if we somehow, by a miracle, do win, please do not get excited. Don't go on like, we've turned over a new leaf and that's it. We're going to win the league and things are fine, because it's not really. But anyways, enough of my downer, and I'm going to stop being pessimistic. And on a positive note, as I said, hope you're all enjoying your festive period and continue on the drinks and the celebrations. Anyways, thank you. Enjoy. All the best.